crazy out here, y'all. Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look and find your way, babe. Your way, babe. Yeah, take a look around you, look and find your way, babe. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice payday. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, on it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's an obstacle. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical. Clearly now, the pain is gone. The fame is on. And they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk. And move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do. I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real game, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines when you find out. End game getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside.
He's heating up!
Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do. I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe.
I am the danger.
I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe.
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
This is Marjorie Stewart Baxter.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Transitioning young people. Come on. Want to become a woman? Daddy.
Let's go.
Cut everything off immediately.
Common sense and logic.
She was 12, I was 30.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Yes, Testing. Welcome, everyone, to episode 25 Hundo and 80 Schwam of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everston K2, flexing on all you
Yeah, it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, what's going on, fam? Welcome to the show, 2580 Schwam. It's Wednesday, May the 31st. We are saying bye-bye. We're saying bye-bye to May, and we are going to welcome in Jacked June. Massive May is behind us. I hope everyone made sick fucking gains, and now we're moving our way into Jacked June. So a little round of applause for June. Oh, June. June, shall we be making sick fucking gains? Methinks we shall. Methinks we shall be making sick fucking gains. I think we will be. I think we will be. So, fam, drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? Let's jump right into today's episode. We have a lot to get into. We will take some questions today, so you can start dropping hashtag AskPapaSwolio, but let's wait until we get into the knowledge cock. Obviously, you see the little bar over here on the side. It tells you where in the show that we are. And our first announcement is tomorrow. Woo, super zoomed in on that wood. We like it, though. We like it. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Roundtable 44. If you're not a part of the Swole fam officially. Now, if you follow on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube somewhere, you are part of the greater Swole fam. If you're a listener, you are a part of the Swole fam. You are. To really go in, if you really want to officially be a part of the Swole fam, you need to join us. SwoleNormousX.com and be there for all the private calls, the private meetings. We had an amazing launch party on Monday. I announced major new shit coming this summer. So make sure that you are getting access to all these private calls and these private live streams. We have overtime on Friday. I've just realized I have to announce that now because Friday is going to be after tomorrow's private episode. So Friday morning, we're going to have the live stream, the Fefcast, and then we're going to have overtime right after. So you got 2 private live streams coming up this week, and of course we had one on Monday. So we have overtime, brand new Drive Mall Gaining coming again on Friday. I said coming again. But tomorrow, most importantly, is the live call, bringing in, welcoming in June, Jacked June, Thursday, June the Schwam, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So join us, swolenormouskeys.com. Join us. All right. That being said, let's bust the nut open. Let's get the Swole card out. Some of you already know what the Swole card is. You're already dropping those hashtags down below. We need some volunteers. That's a hint. We need some volunteers. We celebrated the Tainty Man yesterday. And of course, we do have the church back here on the Sleazecast. But we need volunteers. So if that doesn't give it away, I don't know what does. Let's get it out. Put some respect on it, yes, beaches. Put some respect on it. Ah, yes, Leo, cheers, you raging alcoholic. We are back with the Dick Draft. The Dick Draft hath returned. Drop in the comments down below if you are willing to volunteer, and I think We are going to have to, we're stepping up our game. It's getting serious out there. We need more volunteers. We have, a couple days, we honor the fallen every single day. But if you serve in this nation's military, you might fall. It's a potential. If you're volunteering for the dick draft, you're pretty much volunteering as tribute. Like, you're going down. We are severely understaffed. We're severely undercocked. We're undercocked. We need more volunteers. We need more volunteers, even though you're drafted. Like, we have people volunteering to be tribute, but you still have to be drafted. But you get the point. You're not coming back. You're not coming back. It's pretty much it's a kamikaze mission. You know what I'm saying? So, Steven, I work in Boulder, Colorado. I humbly volunteer to serve the fam. Oof. Oh, they're not going to like that one, fam. Oof. My goodness. Grizzly, it's worse in Chicago. Send reinforcements. You see, we're getting attacked on all fronts here. We need reinforcements. We've sent people to Boulder, they did not return. We need people in Chicago. Like, it is all hands on deck. It's a 5-alarm fire. Let's put it that way. My God. Got to give that victorious pipe. Fam, we need help. Hashtag dick draft in the comments down below. Now, let's move right along. Let's get those volunteers going. Let's get into that tip. Babe, just an inch. Hit the like button outside. All right, hit the like button. We're live everywhere. Make sure you also check out papaswolio.com. We have epic merch. We have epic merch for Swole season. It's summer Swole. We have 4th of July coming up. We have a lot of amazing America gear, and we are going to be pumping that out there on all platforms. So go to papaswolio.com. You're a listener of the show. Use code Daily Swole for 10% off. Hashtag fuck your feelings shirt. Well, it's not hashtag. I don't know why I said hashtag. Too many hashtags. Brand new fuck your feelings design. We have the one with the snowflake, which is awesome. That's a classic. But we have a brand new one. I love this design. It's a ransom note, kind of childish. Fuck your feelings. So it's going to attract people's eyes, and they're going to read it and be like, oh, yeah, fuck your feelings. Yeah, you're the one reading it. That means your feelings. I know, Cerny probably ordered one in every color already. And we also have Make America Swole. And of course, this design is awesome. Look at me. Look at those fucking gains. So great for America season. And of course, I only have one picture here, but we have Swole Acceptance to match the Swole Privilege. And we also have Swole Liberation. I don't have the image right here open for whatever reason, but we have a brand new Swole Acceptance, Swole Liberation to match the Swole Privilege. So check out all that merch. It's all available over there at papaswolio.com, papaswolio.com. All right, Swole Fan Post. We got one from Amanda.
What's in the box?
Amanda. Let's check this out. All right, Amanda writes, hi, Swole Fam. I'm new here, but I've been listening to the Daily Swole for a few months now. After being berated by Papa and the fam for my insensitive comment about watermelon,
Go fuck yourself.
I decided to officially join to 1, apologize, parentheses, not really, respect, and hopefully make up for it. And number 2, to show Papa and the fam that there is at least one green-haired, septum-pierced swole slut with some brain cells to rub together. All right.
How dare you?
You better prove it. You got to prove it. We'll find out. One green-haired, septum-pierced swole slut with some brain cells to rub together. Actions over words. You say you have more than one brain cell? Prove it. We already know that. You have a sense of humor. You have a sense of humor, Amanda. So you obviously have at least 15 brain cells. At least 15. Okay? So, you wouldn't, if you have a sense of humor, you're in. The libtards don't have a sense of humor, so you can't. I think it's the acid or something. Some of the chemicals in the hair dye. It's the phthalates. It just absorbs in the head and just, the acid or the chemicals. It's like the aliens in A Quiet Place. Here's like here's a brain cell, right? It's like all the sound. It just kills the brain cells. If it hears a brain cell, is that a neural impulse? All right. Coffee's hitting hard today. All right. She's not done yet. I did want to introduce myself officially, so here we go. I started listening to the podcast once I realized I had to change my mindset that this fitness journey is lifelong. I've always been active and have always worked out to some degree, but it has always been to, quote, get that summer bod, or, quote, I've got a vacation coming up. But now I've been serious and consistent in the gym for 3.5 years. I've got 3 kiddos to set an example for, especially since the school's, quote, nutrition class is seriously outdated. So my husband and I have decided to take homesteading more seriously. Good for you. Listening to all the balls deep portions have really opened our eyes to the nonsense out there, and it's truly shocking. We partly own a craft brewery, in parentheses, Quenched and Tempered. That's a cool name. Quenched and Tempered, so check that out. So to cut back on the alcohol has been a major adjustment for us. God damn, that does have to be an adjustment. I'm a stay-at-home mom. My husband does anesthesia, and we live in West Virginia with twin daughters, 5 years old, and our son, 6 years old. I'm pretty excited to be a part of this with y'all. I can't wait to make even more sick fucking gains. Welcome to the fam officially. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for you. How is it having green hair, septum piercing? How is that in West Virginia? I do know that the woke shit has spread to West Virginia, but obviously just the concept of West Virginia doesn't connect with liberalism in a big way. I guess maybe the major cities, but anyway. Yeah, how's that working out? That's interesting. Look at my green hair. Oh, do you have a picture there? Do you have a picture? We don't have the picture. We're not going to put you on blast. We get it. We understand. I assume it looks green. That's enough for us. That's enough. No, super cool. Thank you for sharing. I love it. I love it. Amanda, well, we do hire and draft. We do draft women for the dick draft. Like, just because you don't have a dick, we need generals. We need lieutenants. We need intelligence officers in our army. This is why we need swole sluts. We need the femme swole sluts, very importantly, because we do have a lot of brave men, a lot of brave soldiers that are going to the fray. But we need the female mind to get into the psychoses, to get into the disorder, like the mental just psychotic nature of what we're dealing with. So if you do have green hair, I mean, you're on the inside. You're on the inside septum piercing. You're a double agent. Like, this is fantastic. You can definitely be undercover. So this is what I'm talking about. We do need, you're just going to be part of the intelligence division. We have Mark out there just slinging cock in Chicago, but I mean, he can only do so much. So we do need to infiltrate. So very important. Rebecca, I identify as a dick, so it's perfect. The
little rascal has spirit?
You do you? All right, well, we'll take it. Lindsay, so you're saying women are ruthless? Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't pretend like you're arguing with me on that point. Sarah J. Culver, I have a septum piercing too. We need help. We need help. All right, speaking of Mark, look at the eyes. Look at his eyes. Look into his eyes.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
He looks broken. He looks stressed out. Mark's been putting in I told you he's been putting in those late hours. He's working hard in Chicago. You think this is a joke? You think this is a fucking joke? You think it's a game? This isn't a fucking game. All right. Mark says, smashed a solid leg day with my pronoun shirt. I'm pretty sure I pissed some chick with blue hair off when I explained the context behind it. Oh, well. And I went home and had some watermelon. Hello, Amanda. Welcome to the fam. Ooh. Yeah.
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah. Nice one, Mark. Nice one. Nice. Yeah. How you like them apples? Applesauce, bitch. Mark's putting in the work. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? By the way, I smashed some watermelon yesterday, and I will smash some more today. So how about dat melons? 2 posts back to back. Absolutely fucking epic. Legit. Super legit. Thanks, fam. Welcome, Amanda, and thank you, Mark, for your service. Okay. Michelle, I have watermelon in my lunch bag. I love how the Swole fam is starting to you have to take a stand. You're starting to get the fracturing. I wouldn't say it's a fracturing. It's even more of a deeper bonding, but I love how it's like team watermelon and team like anti-watermelon. It's like you're watermelon or Amanda. Team Amanda or team melon. You know? Ty says I love melons. Okay. Let's Lindsay, I have 2 on my counter. My 6-year-old made me buy one for Papa Swolio. Oh, so when people pour one out, right? Pour one out for the homies. You got to take a bite. You got to throw a chunk of watermelon in the woods for Papa. That's right. What would Papa Swolio do? He would smash the whole thing. 1 watermelon, 1 serving. I'll say it again, and I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it again. When a fruit comes in its own bowl, talk about service. It's like Fruit Valet. It does it for you. If it had a built-in spoon would be the only thing. You cut it open, it's like, here, eat me. I feel like you should cut the watermelon open. It should have like a little spoon inside. It's literally valet fruit. All right. MakeEmailSwoleAgain.com. If you love this knowledge cock and you want more in your inbox, make sure you go to MakeEmailSwoleAgain.com. Links down below in the description. Sending out emails every day to make your email swole again. You probably have a lot of bills or spam or promotions, and Gmail and Yahoo and Evermail usually does a pretty good job. Hey, this is probably spam. This is likely a shitty email address that's coming from, so we'll flag it. So you don't see as much spam as you probably once did, but you still get a lot of stuff that you don't want to see. Now you're going to want to, when you see 9,545 unread emails, you're going to be thinking, usually you would just ignore those alerts. But now you're probably thinking, maybe Papa Swolio's in there. Maybe one of those emails is Papa Swolio's email. I have to go check my email. I have to go and look because I need that knowledge cock. MakeEmailSwoleAgain.com. Let's get a couple responses. We have a couple replies that we want to share. We got 2 of them. One from Victor, nice and short and sweet, from Stack Your Wins. And Victor says, Swole mail, like a daily affirmation, but actually useful. Thank you, good sir. Yow. Actually useful. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate it. Thanks for replying. And we have this one from Matt. And Matt says, this reminds me of those old proverbs about how a fighter who practices 1 kick 1,000 times is more dangerous than a fighter that practices 1,000 kicks once. That is such a great proverb. It's so true. Most people drastically underestimate the effects of simple stuff like hydration and consuming whole foods. We are sold on the idea that it has to be some big, flashy, instant quick fix that consists of a 21-day detox with lemon water and 7-minute abs. It reminds me of, what was it? Not Meet the Parents. Was it Meet the Parents? No, it was something about Mary when he was like, no, 8-minute abs or 6-second abs or whatever the fuck it was in the car. The hitchhiker, the psychotic one. Something about Mary. 7-minute abs. I haven't heard that in a while. 30 years from now will still be 30 years from now, no matter what. It's up to each individual to make that time worth it. Keep spreading the good word, Papa. Thank you so much, Matt. And I usually say something along these lines when it comes to fuck your resolutions. And obviously it's May. It's June, right? 6 months. We're halfway through the year already, which is mind blowing. We're coming up on fuck your resolution season in a few months. And you know what I'm always saying on the podcast and emails and videos, it's going to be 3 months from now. So again, people are not talking about New Year's resolutions. Who's talking about a New Year's resolution right now? Anyone? Is anyone talking about a New Year's resolution? No. No one's talking about a New Year's resolution. You know why? Because it's fucking June, and that'd be silly. So you think the New Year's resolution is going to matter? How many people are going to the gym today thinking, it's my New Year's resolution. I promised myself on New Year's that I would go to the gym. No one. No one is in the gym saying, hey, Happy New Year. I haven't seen you. Happy New Year. No one's saying that. It's late if it's in February. It's like, Happy New Year. What? Oh, yeah. Like maybe the first week or two of January. You haven't seen someone since December or something, and they're on vacation. They came back at the end of January. Oh my God, yeah, it's a New Year. Happy New Year. How was everything? It's still kind of fringe. So if it's not within the first week or two, people don't care about New Year's. They don't care about resolutions. You don't hear Happy New Year anymore. It doesn't make sense. Same thing as setting resolutions. So when I talk about fuck your resolutions and starting today in August, in September, people are not thinking of New Year's still. They're not thinking of Christmas yet. They're going from, it's like a lily pad. People just go from one stone to the next. They go from one little lily pad to the next. They hop from one holiday to the next. Oh, it's Memorial Day. Then they get to hop to July 4th. Then they get to hop to, I don't know, Labor Day. Then they hop to, Halloween. And then they hop to Thanksgiving. And then they hop to Christmas and New Year. And then they hop to Valentine's Day or Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl Sunday. That's a holiday now, apparently. And then they go to Easter. And then they go to, right? Or spring break. It's just little bump, 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 bump. They just go from one little thing to the next. So you have to stop attaching your goals and your dreams and your aspirations to a fucking date, it doesn't matter if it's January 1st. It's a New Year's resolution. It doesn't matter if it's February 1st. It doesn't matter if it's November 1st. It doesn't matter if it's, May 31st. Today is as good a day as any. So to get back to what Matt said is that 30 years from now will still be 30 years from now. 6 months ago was January 1st. If you started, you would have 6 months of training. I think technically right now 5 months, but you get the point. 5 months or 6 months of training. You know how much progress you can make in 5 months, 6 months? Yeah, you'll make mistakes. Yeah, you'll have setbacks, but 6 months of practice, of putting the effort in, of working on your nutrition, the elimination diet, going to the gym, starting a program, doing yoga. You know how good you can get and how much better you can improve your mobility and your state of mind and your health and everything from 6 months? That's a lot. So all of a sudden it's going to be fuck your resolution season. And these same people that made these bullshit, oh, I'm going to work out, I'm going to be consistent. Another year went by and another year went by. And if you're listening to the podcast, has it been 7 years of you saying, oh, he has a good point, kind of listening to a couple episodes, leaving for a little bit, coming back? We're still here 7 years straight. And a lot of people have listened to the show and never fucking done anything. So you've literally done jack shit for 7 fucking years. Or 6 years, or 5 years. If you've been listening to this show and you're listening to this episode and you haven't taken action after months and months, or 6 months, or 5 months, or 2 years, or 4 years, we're still consistent. We're still moving forward, and you haven't done a goddamn fucking thing. The time is passing. So it's up to you whether or not you want to use that time or just sit around and make excuses. So what Matt said, 30 years from now is going to be 30 years from now. 6 months from now is going to be, it's going to be January 1st. It's going to be resolutions. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing in 6 months. Do you want to be 6 months ahead, or do you want to be another 6 months behind? It's going to come. The time is going to go. You're just going to be fatter and more unhealthy. But you're going to have a lot of cookies in the meantime. Oh, it's not going to taste good. You can make fucking bullshit excuses. In other words, the time is going to come and it's going to go, and it's going to go fast. So get off your ass and make some fucking gains. Yow. Alan says, hell yeah, in these 6 months, I've built actual biceps that I can flex on my kids. My daughters are always telling me I have muscles when they would never have done that. Now I can't wait to get my abs. Good for you. And think about it. Your daughters will be like, oh, daddy has biceps. They're going to remember. They're going to remember that forever. They're going to remember you flexing and dad was big and strong and worked out. You're setting a good example. It's imprinting. It's important. There you go. Barrett says, I started going to the gym in March. Wasn't thinking of resolutions. Just wanted to work on my health. And guess what? You've been doing it for 2 or 3 months already. So good for you, man. How many people said they were going to do something for resolutions and they fell off or they made an excuse, right? It's either you do it or you don't. You do it or you don't. Okay, let's get into some questions. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. If you have a question that you want to drop in the comments, hashtag Ask Papa Swolio, or go to askpapaswolio.com and call into the show. Call into the show. Happy to feature you. We'll take today's call from Ellie. You are on the Dick Draft Cast.
Hello. Firstly, I want to thank you for answering some of my questions I had in the past few weeks. And I have a new question which is related more to Mama Swallow, I guess, because it's related to shaving. And basically, what I'm wondering is, since you both are kind of more nature oriented, so you don't use toxic chemicals, you cut out blue light, you kind of follow circadian rhythms and so on, I was just wondering, what does she do, especially because there's more of an expectation for women to do it with shaving, because obviously shaving is also not natural. It probably irritates the skin, and a lot of the products that people use to mitigate those little bumps after you shave are probably really toxic as well. And another alternative is laser epilation, which I'm kind of worried about as well, because it's not something that's been done for a lot of time. So basically, I just want to ask what's kind of her alternative to everything. And yeah, I have no time left, so bye.
Well, Ellie, thank you so much for the question. She's not here right now, so I can't give you or tell you what she would do. But what I would say is it's very important to get products that are phthalate-free, paraben-free, that don't have those chemicals. There are certain oils and essential oils that you can use in combinations that can be beneficial for the skin. Cerny says just let it all grow, so you can go werewolf style. Laser, I understand your concerns about that. I'm not sure if I don't know what the side effects or issues or things like that with laser. Mama Swolio, actually, she has done a little bit of laser. She did a session months ago, but she loved it. It made a huge difference, and it reduced her need so far to shave certain areas and to do all that. So she's a fan of that so far. She did a lot of research into it. But for those of you that are members, you can go into the Swolenormous Beauty Chat in Telegram and at Mama Swolio, and you can, submit a question to her. But I will get an answer. And unfortunately, I just can't drop that answer right now. But it is very important to, in terms of creams, in terms of oils and things like that, you want to make sure that it doesn't have those types of estrogenics. You don't want, synthetics. You don't want fragrances. You don't want phthalates. You don't want parabens. You don't want a lot of these mineral oils and things that are detrimental, because the skin is very, very sensitive, and it's also like a mouth. It will absorb. People use testosterone patches and stuff and nicotine patches, right? All those things, it absorbs through the skin. So if you have doubts of if you have doubts about what I'm saying, not that you do, Ellie, but anyone that's listening, if you think, oh, it's not a big deal. If you are obese or you have health issues or you have skin issues, do not underestimate the power of what you put on your body. You absorb shit through your skin. Just like you go out in the sun, you get amazing sun rays. This is why I'm talking about soaps and lotions and laundry detergents and everything that you're putting on your body, on your face. It's getting into your body. Now, not everything will absorb and get through all the layers. Depends on the molecular structure and if it's transdermal and what layer and what level. But what it will do is it will trigger your body to react a certain way. And this is why estrogenics are important to understand. These are chemicals and products that will attach to certain organs inside your body and mimic the release of certain hormones. So it will affect your endocrine system. A lot of these foods and a lot of these environmental factors, whether it's the quality of the water and what's in the water, and you're showering, you get a shower filter. Whether it's the plastic in your shower curtain, you can get organic cotton shower curtains. Yeah, they're more expensive, but you can wash them and they're not going to break down and off gas when you're taking a warm shower, and you're not in like plastic fumes, and it's not going to, get all over your body and, breathing it in. So there's a lot of stuff, especially bathroom. You're putting this all over your body. That's why I use jojoba oil. I talk about it all the time. I love it. I use it all over my body. You can use beef tallow. There are these great companies where they make lotions and stuff you can put on your face, hair, skin, nails. It's beef tallow and usually extra virgin olive oil. Sometimes they're scented with essential oils. You can get unscented and put a drop of your favorite essential oil in there. There's a lot of different things you can do. But the beautiful thing about, you have to look at a container. So, okay, this is in plastic. It says it's phthalate free in this, but then it's in plastic. If you're using something that says, beef tallow and extra virgin olive oil. You know what's in it. You know what that is. You don't have all these other chemicals and things where you might not know, or it might not have been tested and it might not be in the zeitgeist and be in the mainstream conversation about, hey, we know more and more that phthalates are bad. That's why you start to see companies say phthalate free, because when consumers don't want these kinds of chemicals in their products, it leaves an opening in the market for a company to make a product that's phthalate free, and then people are going to buy that one. So this is why they started seeing more grass-fed beef is, more and more companies are doing that. They start saying, no trans fats or X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. If people don't want something, or gluten, they start taking gluten out. They start marketing it a certain way. I'm not saying automatically the product is good, but that's why if there's a demand for it, then there's a business opportunity. And companies that are first and make the best products based on those desires from consumers are going to make money based on that niche and those demands. So yeah, that's actually in the book Estrogeneration. So lavender is argan oil. I don't know about that. I don't know about the argan oil. I haven't heard that. But I use jojoba oil. I've mentioned argan oil because argan oil they sometimes put in beard products. But Jessica says lavender, argan oil, and tea tree oil disrupt hormones. We just found this out when I took my daughter to the endocrinologist. Lavender, yes. I think I've heard something with tea tree. It also depends on how much you use. But I think lavender is like the biggest one there. I think lavender is the most prevalent. And that's another issue. It's because when you have these oils, they're concentrated. And when it comes to natural, quote unquote, products with essential oils, lavender is usually a huge base for a lot of them. Oh, this is a great product, but then it has lavender in it, which is actually estrogenic. So there's a great book, Estrogeneration. I have it in the bookstore. So you can check that out. It'll give you a whole breakdown of what you can do to cut those things down. But thanks for sharing, Jessica. And absolutely. Yeah, plastic plates, plastic cups. I don't use a microwave at all, but you shouldn't be using plastic. All those Ziploc things, never reuse them. You shouldn't be using them anyway. But just get glass. You can buy them on Amazon. It has a bamboo lid and glass. Just don't tip it upside down. They're great. Hairy Monkey Feet. Yeah, I caught the Daily Swole live. Regards from Germany. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Cerny. Jojoba is awesome. I love it. I put that shit on everything. Well, not everything.
Inconceivable!
Thanks for the info, Cerny. Appreciate it. Barrett, I got shampoo with jojoba and my beard and hair feel great. Very nice. Nick, Papa Solio, what do you use to get those hard to reach back hairs? I don't have a hairy back. I have like a couple spots where like I'll have like a hair or two. So Mama Solio will just, like a gorilla, she eats like the flies off my back. She just combs through. No, I don't have a hairy back, so I don't really have to worry about that. But they do have, you can do laser, you can do plucking. I don't know. You can probably do anything that anyone else does. You can laser anything, I'm assuming. But of course it's more expensive and things like that. But they do have like extensions on razors. I see these back things and all the time. But usually if you shave, then they're going to come back thicker and rougher because you cut the follicle and the follicle is thicker at the bottom, then it grows. So you're going to actually get like stronger and thicker hair follicles. I'm not the hair expert. It might seem like I'm a hair expert because a lot of people are like, oh my God, look at your hair. You got to wash it. Actually, I'm getting my beard and hair done tomorrow, so I'm just going to let it go. But, I don't do any excessive grooming. Okie dokie. All right. So thanks for the question. That was a long answer. We talked about that for a bit. Disruptive signal. Traveling to India, Turkey, and Kyrgyzstan. Food is much more organic. Lose weight without almost exercising. As soon as I arrived to Dubai, big corporate food, home cooked even so, weight gain. Really? Interesting. Interesting. Lindsay, I'm motherfucking jealous of Papa's hair. Yeah. Like, if we have kids, they're going to have epic hair because Mama Solio has ridiculous. Like, my hair is like, natural highlights or whatever from being in the sun and stuff like that. But Mama Swole, her hair is, we both get the hair thing. Like she has epic hair. But also comes a lot from eating properly. You're not going to have good hair, skin, and nails unless you're fueling your body properly. So yeah, it's topical, but if you're eating like shit and sleeping like shit, and then you think you're going to put a cream and you're not going to have acne, or you're going to fix your psoriasis or your eczema, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So remember, skin is grown underneath. So everything you see on someone, like everything you see at me, is dead, and it sloughs off, and it, over time. So what you have underneath and the stress and everything, it usually comes out. So if you have issues with your skin, it's usually from, days or weeks before as the skin comes to the surface. So if you have irritation and inflammation in the earlier, the deeper layers of the dermis, that's going to come towards the surface over time. Lacey, I have bad hair genetics. We have the Neanderthal 5 head. I'll be shaving my head soon. Ooh. All right. Well, that's gangster, though. That's gangster. Okay. So let's say a couple more questions. If you have any questions, at the buzzer, hashtag AskPapaSwolio. From Inquisitor Eisenhorn. Eisenhorn. Okay. Do you mean Einhorn? Perhaps?
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn!
Close enough. Einhorn or Eisenhorn? Pretty close, so I'll hit the soundboard. Do you have any tips for a gym beginner who is highly self-conscious about his body? Do I have any tips for a gym beginner? So you're self-conscious because you're fat, because you think people are looking at you because of your physical body, of you doing the exercises. One, yeah, I do have tips. You can go when it's less crowded. Go early in the morning, like really early in the morning. Just saying, these are ideas. You have to confront these things eventually, but it can build up the confidence in the meantime. If you go first thing in the morning, like really early, like gym opens at 4, 5, 6, everyone's there training hard because they're serious. So the most serious people in the gym, and this is not across the board, some people just have to train in the afternoon or evening just because like they have to work at 3 a.m. So it's like, I get it. But really the most, across the board in general, the most serious people are training first thing in the morning because they're there because it's a top priority. You don't wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym because I'm just going to fucking get up super fucking early before the crack of dawn and go to the gym and put my body through stress. So people in the gym early are prioritizing their fitness. First thing in the day, they're getting it done. So there's less people in the gym. People are half asleep and they're focusing on their own shit. They're not there, checking out things. They're there to get work done. So they're focusing more on themselves, just saying. Okay. And there's less people. So, it'll get you. You don't have to wear a tank top if you don't want to. I'm not saying to feed into this, but you can wear, sweats and a sweatshirt. You don't have to be like, wearing tight tights and a tank top and a stringer. So there's that too. Again, and to add on to this, after all that, okay, strategizing. You can wear whatever clothes you want. You can wear a hat, get in your own environment, put some headphones on. But everyone's in the gym to improve themselves. And they're thinking about themselves. Yeah, people have eyes in the front of their head, so they might look around, but no one's really thinking of you. No one's thinking about you like, oh, that person sucks or that person's fat. No, they're going to look and in their head, if anything, they're thinking, oh, that person's new in the gym. Like they're getting after it. Like you're all in the same place to improve yourself. And this idea that people are going to talk shit like, oh, you fuck you. You might have an asshole, or that's a rare situation. And anyone that's in the gym, that's a rare situation. And usually that person will get kicked out by any quality gym owner or management. They will kick that person out if they're actually talking shit or being rude to your face. Do not keep that. Like you could hold your own and handle your own, but you should let management know or the owner know if there's someone who's like being rude. But in other words, it's your voice that you're projecting into other people's heads. You don't feel good about yourself, so you're projecting that and thinking, oh, other people think I suck. When they're probably thinking like, fuck, I don't want to be here. Oh my God, this burns. Oh, look at that guy. I wish I wasn't doing the elliptical machine right now. Look like a guy fucking crushing it. Ooh, I like his shirt. I wonder where he got that. I wonder where he got that hoodie from. You know, you don't know what they're thinking. And chances are they're not thinking, oh, that person sucks. I'm so much better than them. That usually doesn't, that thought usually doesn't pop into someone's head. Wow, I'm so much better than that person. It doesn't happen. Right. And if you ask, and usually like the most aggressive or biggest, muscular people, whatever, if you ask them a question, you'd be shocked at how responsive and how welcoming and how like, oh yeah, let me show you. Yeah, here's a lot of people like to share their knowledge, and a lot of people remember when they started, and they are more than happy to give you a piece of advice more often than not. So, you are just projecting this onto other people. So again, and other members are saying this too, kind of what I already said, it's in your head. You are assuming what people are thinking just because you feel like you should be good at this already. You feel like you should be in better shape. You wish you were, and they already are. So they're like, especially in the gym. And a lot of people lift hard in the gym. They train hard because they have their own shortcomings. A lot of people lift, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Most people do, right? People that are super successful, that are workaholics, a lot of times because they feel inadequate without getting the love and attention from being the CEO of a big company and being in the limelight and making a lot of money. They're doing that for fulfillment because they had a distant father, or their father was a workaholic. And that's how, and the father seemed to love his work more than the child. So that's projected and it's perpetuated from generation to generation. You have a workaholic son who's trying to get love and attention he gets attention, he gets praise by being successful in a business. So he ends up perpetuating that onto his kids. Like, it's a cyclical thing a lot of times. So just because someone's driven or has success or has, an amazing physique doesn't mean they have that physique because they have it all together. They're so confident in this. A lot of people have those periods of not being confident. Everyone has it. And that's not a bad thing. Right? Frank says we never think we are good enough. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you think like, oh, I'm fine, I'm good, then you don't change. Then you'd have no drive to do better. If you think you're just, oh, I'm perfect the way I am. Oh, I have all the muscles. I don't have to strength train. I'm strong enough. Then you stop, right? So there's a certain amount that's beneficial. Like, I'm not good enough. I got to train harder. You got to push yourself. So it's not a bad thing. You have to use that for a positive though, right? You don't want to let it take over your life and, in a sense, make you miserable, but you can use that as fuel for the fire, because we all have those thoughts and experiences. We all have those things in our head. So take that, but use that as fuel, because otherwise you're not going to drive yourself to do better. Not bad. Huh? Not bad.
I gave it a 10.
Oh, nice.
A 10. A fucking 10.
Hair dye girl, aka Amanda. I've only ever seen people judge the confident gym people, honestly. People judge out of jealousy, I think. I haven't seen someone judge the newbie. Yeah, people are jealous. People are jealous, and they assume, right? You have someone who drives up in a Ferrari, and they have like muscles, and you think like, oh, look at that fucking cocky douchebag. But maybe the guy's compensating, right? The classic like tiny pee-pee syndrome. Whether or not it's that, or they're compensating because, a lot of times they wear nice clothes, or they want to look a certain way, or they have a nice car. Not that you can't have a nice car, but a lot of times people do that. Like, why when you're in the car, I'm just saying, like, you can't see the outside. It's like, it's for other people. A lot of times people do things for other people. Like, oh, I want to have a Rolex on so people can see me have a Rolex. It's like a weird thing. Okay. Are you wearing it for you, or are you wearing it because of what other people might think when they see you wearing it? So you can't assume what other people think, but just because someone has money or they're on vacation or whatever, doesn't mean they have it all together. A lot of times they're projecting this or putting this on social media because they feel insignificant and they feel self-conscious and they like the response. And like, a lot of times people do these things in order to post on social media. How many times do people go somewhere? Oh, that's going to make a great picture. Oh, I can post that on Instagram. Oh, let's go to this concert, because you take a concert picture. A lot of people do things subconsciously without realizing it for the fucking social media content. It's like, do you really want to go to that, or do you want to be seen being there? And how many times, I mean, just in closing, inquisitor to this question, if you want to understand that having a, muscle or strength or money or this, if that's everything, How many times have you seen someone who seemingly has everything, right? They're successful, they're famous, they're loved and adored by fans, they have money, they have this, and they commit suicide, or they're miserable, and they're depression. It's fucking crazy. So that's not the answer. Just because you have that doesn't mean they have it all together. All right, just some extra stuff. Yeah, and that's and take it from our resident oracle, Cerny, who has a lot of life experience, to put it lightly. Most important thing is to not give a shit. That's one thing that, and you always hear that like older people, right? You don't give a shit. They just unfiltered, right? Babies or young kids are unfiltered. Like, mommy, look at the fat person. You're like, Jesus Christ, shut up. Or you have older people like, when I was your day, I wasn't a fucking little bitch. Yeah, you can also not eat so much cake. That's going to be me when I have a fucking cane. And we're like, yeah, well, I'm not going to have a cane. But I'm going to walk by, I'm like, you can stop being fat too. Because you just don't care anymore. Like, oh, that person's going, oh, I don't give a fuck. You don't care. You stop caring as much. But if you can take those pieces, right? You can take the aspects of Brandon dementia.
Come on, man.
And you can combine that, like in the middle. People are pussies in the middle. You have the children who are unfiltered, and then you have the older people who just don't give a fuck anymore. Learn from that, and then use that in the middle, and don't give a fuck. And you could also project that, right? Like, how do you think about other people in the gym? You look at someone like, oh man, that guy's got great form, or oh man, I wish I had his arms. That dude might be thinking, he's thinking the same thing about someone else who's muscular, like, oh, that guy probably thinks I'm tiny or whatever. So you're not talking shit about that guy, and he's not talking shit about you. Just some other things. Yeah, Cerny's favorite soundbite. Shut up, bitch. Agree.
Shut up, bitch.
Nick says, isn't it amazing when people assume you're cheap because you don't have a car and use public transit? Or you have more money because you didn't spend your money on a Mercedes. Not that there's anything wrong with it. You know, people look at, like for me, I have a super generic, like I've been thinking about getting a truck just so I can pick up equipment more efficiently. But I'm like, you know, I don't need it to be a new one just to have the function of it. I don't drive many places. I have a run-of-the-mill car. Super run-of-the-mill. I've had it for... Jesus Christ. I've had it for like 9 years. It's a 2014, and it's got like 37,000 miles on it. Because for a couple of years, I barely drove it. It's got no mileage. It runs fine. It gets me from A to B if I need to get from A to B. I just don't care. It's not a good use of money. I don't need a Porsche. I don't want a BMW. It's not a good use of, it's just not a good use of finances. However, I will spend and I will buy equipment, gym equipment, and clubs. So like I have a couple cars in my house and outside of my house, but it's in the form of gym equipment. It's in the form of machines and chest presses and fucking squats and a Smith machine and wood clubs. There's my BMWs. There's my, I don't know, there's my Bentley. There's my Maserati or whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, that's the only thing. Right? That's the only thing. A truck. I just want to get a truck, and I'm looking at it. And every time I look, like, oh, maybe I'll get a truck, I decide to go get another piece of equipment. So I'm like, all right, I'm just putting off. So I will. I just don't care. Right? So anyway, you know, I don't need something. I don't need something like that. I don't need something like that for other people. Hold on one second. One second, fam. So anyway, but like I said, it's also you earn the money. It's your choice. So I'm not trying to judge. I mean, I don't care. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I'll judge. I don't give a fuck. But in other words, people have different interests because you can actually love cars and you love a certain car. It's like, whatever. So you can enjoy that. If I really, and I used to be really into that. And then, just different priorities. I'd rather have equipment and Bitcoin. So I have my own priorities now. So bottom line, make sure you're doing stuff like this, kind of not giving a fuck. You need to make sure you're doing stuff for you and not for other people. If you truly enjoy it, then that matters. If you truly enjoy it, because your life energy, but a lot of people do those things for other people, right? They live outside their means. They get stuff that doesn't really benefit them because of how they're going to look to other people. But anyway, I definitely I definitely want a truck. And again, I could have bought a brand new fucking truck. I just would ooh, but I want that piece of equipment now. So it's like, I'll wait. When it becomes top priority, it'll be handled. It's just not yet. Okay. Let's do this. Let's get into some balls deep. That was a good talk. Good talk. Thank you, Inquisitor, for the question. Good stuff.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep.
Balls
Boom shakalaka!
Balls deep. Here's a balls deep. Balls deep. Let's go balls deep. Freddie, people question my frugal money spending on stuff. It's because I like my bikes and guitars. I have 14 guitars because of it. Yeah, everyone's got to have priorities. So again, right? It's not fancy cars, but I have a big freezer packed full of beef, like to the brim of beef, fridge full of raw dairy and steak and frozen. That's what I like. Training stuff and food and whatever I need to do the business and stuff. So that's my priority. And then anything else after that. It wasn't easy at first. I'm like, oh, should I get this piece of equipment? Should I get? Now I'm like, fuck, that's all I do. That's what I do. I love to train and I love to eat good food. So yeah, I don't question anymore. If I want to get something, I fucking get something. Yeah, books. Great. Excellent. Anyway, that's the point. In other words, make sure you're doing stuff for you, not doing your stuff because of how other people might view you. And that takes time. Grizzly, I get crap for not buying designer shit. From who? Fuck them. I tell them I'd rather invest in my health, a better long-term investment. Yeah, I don't even wear clothes. So it took a lot for Mama Swolio to for me to go somewhere to go try on a couple shirts. Cause I'm like, why am I spending? I won't spend to spend 100 or 200, anything on clothes or pants that fucking fit me. I'm like, no, it's hard for me to justify it. I can't even, but in 2 seconds, I'll spend 5 times that much. I'm like, ooh, a piece of equipment. I don't even think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I want that. But a pair of slacks, I'm like, why? Why do I don't fucking want to wear these? Or a shirt that, but take it off. I just can't justify it. And some people spend out their fucking ass for a belt. I just build a brand instead on not wearing clothes, and I never have to wear clothes. All right, I'm going to kick it off. Pick a number, 1 or 2. 1 or 2 for the next video. 1 or 2, and I'm going to start us off.
What's in the box?
This is called Keep Gaining Weight. Okay.
Yo, I have a problem. I keep gaining weight. But I don't know where it's going. And the motivation just isn't there. I'd be at the gym maybe once, twice a week. I usually have to go to the gym 4, 6 times a week if I want to be serious about losing weight. But this time around, it's I'm gaining this weight, but I still look good. I don't know. I always tied losing weight to looking better, but it's I look good right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's subjective. Okay. It's probably going to your man tits. Not to be insulting. Sounds like a nice dude, chill dude. But yeah, You're gaining weight for a reason. You guys are talking about building muscle. Like, it's going places. But also, don't underestimate how evenly your body can distribute that. All right? Like, overall, you can put on a pound. You're going to put on a pound, you're not going to see it. Right? And everyone knows this from personal experience. You don't see a pound. Oh, I gained a pound. But guess what? You have to gain a pound before you gain 5. You have to gain 5 pounds before you gain 10. So if you're gaining incrementally 1 pound and you're looking at yourself every day, you're not going to notice it until, holy shit, I gained 50 fucking pounds. All right, so that's silly. That's silly. I wish him better. Go to the fucking gym, lift some heavy weights, stop eating inflammatory foods. Check out the podcast. Come on, man. Come on, fam.
What's in the box?
Holy crap. You know what? These are both bad, but we're going to do birthing person second because I'm not coming back from that. This is called I Left the Fat Society. What does that mean? I mean, according to who? All right, it's called I Left the Fat Society.
Just an FYI, I am no longer a part of the Fat Society. I found out that a member in the group is getting weight loss surgery, and I just don't think that it fits my personal integrity to continue.
I'm going to call bullshit. You just said that you have personal integrity. You just, liar. You just said you had personal integrity. Someone in the fat group wants to get weight loss surgery. I'm not a fan of weight loss surgery, but someone in the group wants to better themselves. I'm leaving because that makes me feel uncomfortable about my gut.
Integrity to continue to be a part of a group that allows that type of behavior in the group. So I'm no longer a part of the Fat Society. I have removed myself from the group. I have also removed all of my videos.
Oh.
So just a heads up.
Major loss. Major loss. I'm sure people are not getting sleep because they can't see your face.
That if you don't see me around there, that's why.
Sweet.
Also, it looks like somebody in the group blocked me from being able to see them on TikTok at all. So that's interesting. And then I found out like the other day that they also blocked my alt account. So
they don't like you.
Some very shitty bullshit over there, and I'm very upset about it.
Yeah, they don't like you. They don't like you. Can you blame them? Can you blame them? Are you shocked? Are you shocked? Jesus Christ. They blocked me and they removed me. Oh my God. They don't want to see my videos. They don't like you. I wonder why. Next video. Let's move right along. Birthing person. You mean a mother?
What's in the box?
Mother. Mother. Tell your children. Come on, little Danzig. Come on, fam. Let's go 90s on this bitch. Come on. Mother. Mother. All right, I gotta listen to that song in a second. Birthing person. Bullshit. Left hand. That's fucking bullshit. Here we go.
Birthing persons is an umbrella term. It is
It's a stupid fucking retarded term.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
It's an umbrella term. It's a stupid fucking term. It's a waste. Don't use 2 words to say what you can say with 1 that's specific. Birthing person is not a thing. Is a mother a human being? Not necessarily, right? I mean, it could be a deer. I mean, there's other mothers. You want to classify that? A mother is a woman. A mother means, by our context, a human female that had a child. So you don't need a birthing person. Too many syllables. Mother. It works. Mother. Mama. Mama. Is that a fucking mustache? All right, let's continue.
birthing persons is an umbrella term. It is an umbrella term.
It's stupid.
Just like parents and guardians.
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not an umbrella term like parents. You fucking idiot. It's not. Parents means male or female. Mother is female. The mother had a child come out of her vagina. Now you can say you could adopt an adopted mother. Okay, we're talking about the fucking, you get it, right? Come on, don't give me like, well, some people adopt. Oh, fuck you. Shut up. Then you're not their mother. You're the parent or the guardian. Like, just come on, fam. You can still call them mother, but come on, you know what I'm talking about. It's your stepmom. Okay, well, it's not really like, you know, they're not yours, but you can still care for them. Come on, man. You know? Come on, man.
Come on,
Don't
man.
give me the bullshit, like details like that.
When you get a field trip form to sign for your kid, it doesn't say mothers, fathers, parents, non-binary parents, guardians, etc. It says parents, non-binary parents, guardians, etc. It says parents and guardians because whether or not you refer to yourself as parent or your kid refers to you as parent, no, you probably don't. You probably refer to yourself as a mom. And then
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? The fuck are you saying? What has happened so far? I'm pausing it just to, like, you know, get an idea of what is fucking happening.
people in your life refer to you as a mom, but not everyone in your kid's class has a mom.
So what? Okay, some mothers die or they divorce. What do you mean everyone has a mother? Everyone has a mother. Whether they know their mother, that's different. You came out of a vagina. Every single person. Everyone. No one came out of a fucking asshole. I'm gonna fucking goddamn stupid fuck.
Its class has a mom. So the permission slip is not going to say, mothers, sign here. It's going to say parents and guardians.
No shit, because that's illegal. Mother isn't the term. Mother isn't a legal term, is it? Is it a legal term? Signed by your mother. It's parent or guardian. Because they look, then they're going to put like a sign for the mother, place for the father, place for the stepfather, place for this. They can list every fucking relative because anyone could be a guardian. It could be your great aunt. It could be your grandmother. This is parent or guardian. Parent means mother or father. It doesn't matter. Because if you're married, both parents have the rights over their child. If you divorce, then you have to go to legal, like who has custody and who has rights and what are the terms of that agreement because you're separating legally. Parent doesn't matter who it is. It says parent or guardian. Who's the person that can vouch for this child? Sign. Doesn't matter. Makes it simple. Are you a guardian or a parent? Yeah? Good. Sign here. Print and sign.
And that's why in a birthing pregnancy setting, there is a request to say birthing persons.
That's not why. Jesus, holy fucking Christ, that's not why. Birthing person. There's. God, I thought you were stupid the first videos. You are really retarded. You're a dumb fucking idiot. Yeah. Parent or guardian. There's no such thing as a birthing person. This is important. People say this. This term is in Science magazine, quote unquote. They used to be Science magazine. This term is out there. You can't let this shit slide. This is important. There's no such thing as a birthing person. You cannot have a child as a man. Show me a man shit a child out of his asshole and do it naturally. I'm not saying they're going to try to transplant a womb into a man and inject a baby in there. You're still not a mother. That's fucking creepy Frankenstein shit. You're a science experiment. You're not a mother. Okay? When one dude can bust a load another guy's ass and have a baby shit back out in 9 months, we'll have a conversation. But until that happens, no. It's a mother. It's a mother. Mother, da-na-na, stop eating so many donuts. I can see it in your fucking face. You look like a chipmunk. Birthing person, da-na-na-na. Birthing person, da-na-na. Should we do like a cover of the song? Birthing. It doesn't have the same ring. Birthing person, da-na-na-na. Birthing person. Nope, doesn't.
You say mothers and birthing persons.
What? Oh, there's only 3 seconds left. That's impressive. Let's get a round of applause. That was impressive. Hold on a second. Howard, come over here. I'm sorry, Tainty boy. I'm sorry, Tainty man. He's looking at me like, why so upset? There was only 3 seconds left of the video. I am very impressed that this thing managed to say something so retarded in 3 seconds. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. Shocked. I'm miffed. I am psychologically contorted. I'm impressed. That was actually impressive. 3 seconds left and you managed to say a completely stupid phrase in 3 seconds. You couldn't just end the video. You had to say one more stupid fucking thing. There is a quest to say birthing persons.
Or to say
mothers and birthing persons. Let me follow this up with, why would you say the same thing twice? That second part means nothing. Why would you say, or to say mothers and mothers? You would never say that because that's dumb. If you are having a child, you are the mother. Whether you like it or not, you can have a child and be like, I don't want to be the mother. Well, you are. You're the mother of that child. Maybe you don't take the responsibility and you give it up for adoption. It's like, well, you're still the mother. No, I'm a birthing person. Tell yourself whatever you want, sweetheart. You can change the word. Keep trying to change the words and phrases. It doesn't change the fact of the reality. You're trying to, which is why we're pushing back so hard, because it matters. You're trying to warp other people's brains because you are upset that, I don't know, you want things handed out to you for free. You're trying to get control. You don't have control of your own life, so you're trying to control what other people say because you don't have to fucking get out of the goddamn car to do it. You could be in a drive-thru and talk shit and try to control other people's speech rather than control your own fucking life. Okay. Go to the fucking gym and stop being an absolute idiot.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Except her. And yes, I did assume it's gender. I have to try, is confusing. Either make it more obvious or you're gonna get reality called on you. Okay. Nick, a baby's first word is usually dada and then mama. It won't be birthing person. Gross. But that's very important because those people are also teaching your children. Ooh, unlocking crayon. Wonder if they call mother dogs birthing creature. They might. They don't. Birthing person. Da, da, da. Birthing person. Da, da, da. Birthing person. It's got a ring to it. Just because the song is awesome. Okay, that being said, it's swole card time. Wow, we made it. We made it. We made it, lads. We made it through. All right. Couple things. We talked about it earlier. If you're not on the email list, I just got another alert. I went to move the video because I just used it. And it says an older item named birthingperson.mp4 already exists in this location. Do you want to replace it with the newer one you're moving? There's so much stupidity. We already have another video that we've watched before that's called Birthing Person. Oh, that always makes me laugh. It's like, you think it's the stupidest title, Birthing Person. What the fuck is this? Yeah, keep both. Oh my God. There was already another one. Why are there two? Why do I have two videos in the folder that are titled Birthing Person? All right, if you want to ask, get on the email list, go to makeemailswoleagain.com. Stop waiting. Get your email box stretched out with a knowledge cock. Makeemailswoleagain.com to be on it. And of course, tomorrow, episode is private. Roundtable 44. Let's get America for the fam.
Chicks will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Well, hit that by accident, but it still applies. All right, Roundtable 44 tomorrow. Thursday, doing the schwam. At 6 p.m. Eastern Time. June 1st. That's tomorrow. Jacked June. 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there. SwoleNumberSex.com. Join the fam. Today. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Dick draft time. Let us bring someone. Let's get a dick draft. Who is going to get that?
Because dickers?
Dick draft. Oh, all right. Well, we do need some more Kungus in our fucking ranks. Space shuttle door gunner. Well, you got some other guns. We need your dick, and we need it now. Congratulations. Sounds weird to say, but we need your services. So you can gun down these wokies. Space shuttle door gunner. Come on, bring that third leg into the dick draft. We have selected thee to serve on the front lines, and the next deployment is to Boulder, Colorado, and or Chicago. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 2580 Schwam in the subject, your mailing address, and by the email. Thank you, Space Shuttle Door Gunner. Again, Space Shuttle Door Gunner to the main stage. Space Shuttle Door Gunner to the main stage. That's a cool name. Lock and load. Make sure you bring an extra clip. Drink that pineapple juice. We need you.
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
Oh, we got you. We got you, brother. Thank you for your service.
Because dickers?
Dodson, we've got Dodson here!
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
Oh, the tainty man. Oh, the church. One-handed piano is killing me. Yep, lick it. Lick it. Lick it.
Shame. 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 I better use my strong hand.
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
Oh, we got it. Coast to coast. Ooh, fucking nailed it. That was nice.
What happened to your queer party friends?
All right, fam. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to let it air out for a second before we wrap up. Let's see a little goodbye to the Tainty Man. Good boy. That's a good boy. We'll be back here tomorrow for the round table. So remember, round table. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, members only live call. Join us on NormaSex.com, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's New York time. That's East Coast United States time. That's East Coast America. The only time zone that really exists. I feel like Mountain is not even a thing. Like, come on, if you're not on the East Coast, what are you doing? All right, fam. You get the point. 6 p.m. We'll see some of you West Coasters. It'll be 3 p.m. West Coast. What is it? Mountain, 5 p.m. Maybe a couple of you Central Time, 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. All right, 6 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Roundtable 44. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I got fucking that clasp. I'm going to have to upgrade. All right, fam. We'll see you tomorrow for the roundtable. Thanks for being here. And of course, overtime on Friday with Fef. Friday is going to be lit. So we'll see you then. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose. Yeah, boy. Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children pop.